Evening, all of you. Welcome to this channel named Geeks for Geek School. So, as you guys know very well, we were working on this runner game, and the things that we are done defining the code for in this Sublime text platform are these. So, we are done with defining the code for this amazingly beautiful window. We are done with defining the code for getting this screen. This is the second screen that the user will get redirected to when the game will get over. Now, start game, he can simply press the spacebar key and the game will get restarted. The moment the snail will collide with the player, again it will get redirected on this screen. Now the user want to game, spacebar key, and he can also make the player jump like this. Right, so you can see the score also getting incremented by one regularly, and as soon as you will go back to the game, what will happen? The score will again start from zero, right? On incrementing till the time I play the game. So that's what we are done defining the code up till now. Now it's time for us to do something for this blue window which is appearing. What I want is initially when the users start the game, I would like him to uh, come on this screen first instead of going directly to the main screen where he's able to see the player as well as the screen getting reflected. I want him to get to the second screen, this one. I would like to make it the first screen. Now, how will we do that? So let's come down first over here and let's do one thing. Let's make it false. So initially, if I will keep it false, initially if this game active is equal to false, then what will happen? The user, instead of getting onto that game window directly, it will first come on the second window, which is the blue one. I hope so. I will check it. Okay, it's not showing me anything. Why is it so? I have this over here. While this game active is true, then this wrong will happen. If the game active is equal to false. Okay, got it. What I can do instead of putting this if the way I have done, instead of making it part of this if control statement, let's put it in the else part of this if control statement. So let's make it. I think now we will be able to get the required output. Let's check it out. Game active. Let me eliminate this from here. Okay, so I am on the screen now. Let's press the spacebar key and see whether we will be able to start the game. Yes, I am able to start the game. Right? So that's how if you know the lines of code, if you know exactly what all things we have used for creating a game, you can make changes in the game at any point of time and make it look the way you want, right? Okay, now it's time for us to enlarge the size of that sprite which is visible to us right on the first screen, which is this. I'm talking about this player sprite over here. So it's very small. It's not looking nice. I would like to double up its size. So how can we do that? There is a function named transform that we used in one of the previous lectures. I don't know whether you attended that lecture or not, but yes, we did. I did told you about that transform function. Now I'm going to make use of the same function in order to make the size of the sprite I have used on the very first screen. To scale up the size. Here, right? So here, underscore stand and underscore. I would like to just use this variable. Here I can pass dot. That's the function I was talking about transform. That's the way you can access it. Pygame dot transform dot scale. And after that, you need to pass the name of the variable which the player's image is there. So we have the image in this player underscore stack. Right? So we can simply copy it and we can put it over here. Pass it as a parameter here, and it's time for us to put the point at which I want at which you want to see the player getting reflected. So I reflected it somewhere over here in the middle of the screen, 200. Now, till the time we'll call it inside this while loop, which is the main game loop, we'll not be able to see the scaled up player. What we need to do here is that's the point. Where is the point where we're calling the players right on that loop? That's what I have to find out. I think it's game active. So when game is active, screen.get player search. Okay, and I am looking for player stand. Looking for player stand. Find that. Okay, that's where I have called the player stand and player stand rec. In place of this player stand, we can use stand. I think scaled is the name of the variable I've used here. Player underscore stand underscore scale. So I'm putting the same thing here too. Very simple. Let's now run this game, see what's gonna happen. So see, the size of the player has increased, but it's not looking at all nice. Right? It's not at all looking nice. Now, why it's not looking nice? Because the size is too big. It is not fitting in the window. So what to do? How can we get rid of this issue? Now that's what we'll have to find out. Let me just close this window first. And in place of this scale, I use this scale function over here. There is one more function we can use for scaling the size of the image, which is scale to it. Let's see what is this going to give us. So it is giving us an error. Now why it's giving us an error? Let's check the log. So argument 2 must be pygame.surface, not a tuple. Except a tuple value. Right, let me eliminate this tuple from here. I think that will do. This tuple from here, because it doesn't accept any tuple value as an argument. It accepts only a surface value. Argument 2 must be a pygame.surface. Okay, so let me just run this and see what's going to happen with it. Pass the one parameter. Okay, one parameter will do. So we can use it like this. I've passed only one parameter with a single scale 2x function, and it is giving us this kind of. Now there is one more, function with the help of which we can scale up this sprite. Okay, this is also looking nice, but I would like to tell you about this roto zoom function. Enlarge the size of your sprite. So and after that we can pass the point where we would like to get it. Now run the game and see what's gonna happen. Okay, so we are able to see a sprite and it is much better, looking much nicer as in comparison to the sprite, the kind of image we were getting from scale 2. Right? That's the reason we would like to go with this instead of going with scale 2. Now I would like to show you one more thing about this rotor zoom. So this is the angle at which this is the angle I've defined over here. If I want to rotate this sprite by 90 degrees, so you can put 90 and let's now run the code and see what can happen. See, we have successfully rotated this sprite by through 90 degrees. Right? So that is the magic of rotor zoom. That's how you can differentiate it from the scale tool. Now I would like to keep it at 0. Let's run the game again and see whether we'll be able to get the required output here. It's looking amazing, beautiful. So it's time for us to define the code within, so we can get something, get some text also reflected on the display window. So I would like to uh, game name and let's use this function font, right? And you remember this function render, right? So we can use this function and let's put render game inside these single inverted commas. So it accepts three values. One is this, second one is let's make it false, right? And the third one is a tuple value, So we can pass RGB values for the color, which we would like to see this getting reflected on the blue glow window. That's the color 111, 116. The text getting reflected in. Now, how shall we bring the text on the window? We use the rectangle concept, the way we use rectangle here for the stand, the way we use rectangle for all the other things in order to bring them on the display window. In the same way, we use the rectangle concept here also for getting this thing reflected on the display window. So let's use that to game underscore name underscore red. We can then call the variable, and it's time for us to use this get array method, which can help us in creating the rectangle in the back side of the text, that is this run again. And let's now pass it a value at the point where I would like to see the text getting reflected. That's the point where I would like to see this runner game getting reflected. Right. Now, what is next? Next thing is to use the split function. We need to use the split function, right, in order to bring it on the display window. So that's where the game active value will become false, and we will be able to see the screen will be filled with this color. We'll be able to see the player, the standing player also on the screen, right? So here only we can define the code for game thing reflected on our screen. So screen dot split is a function. Here let's pass game name and game name list as parameters for this function game name list. Let's now run this whole thing and see what's going to happen. So in the beginning, I will get to see this runner game and this looking amazingly beautiful. I need to shift it a bit right side. So let's do that. I can just do it with the help of by changing these coordinates over here. Because I want to shift it to the right side, I need to change this one. So I'm changing it to 450. Let's see it. Top or not of the sprite. Yes, it's looking perfectly fine right now. Okay, and if you want me to change the rectangle of the player, let me just do 350. How about 350? 350. This is in the center. Yeah, perfectly fine. Okay, similarly, we can get something reflected in the bottom also. We'll use the same concept. You know, what I want is if the player is playing the game for the first time, see something like this, press space for starting the game, something like this to get reflected on the low window, which will appear right in the beginning when the player start playing the game. If he has already played the game and he has something, he has scored something, right? So I would like to see the score getting reflected on the screen whenever the game ends. And the person is redirected to the blue screen. So that's the kind of thing I would like to define the code for now. So the first thing that we can do over here is we can come up, right, and here we can, I think, the way we have used this game name method, game name variable, we can simply copy this entire thing, game message, right? This, and here we can have something like this is to run. Okay, we have same color. Then we have this game name, right? So we can change the this variable also. Let's have game message, right? And I would like to this. I would like to use this game message, and this will create a rectangle at the back side of this game message. And at what point I want to see it getting reflected. Now that's what I need to put here. So the x value should remain same. I need to shift it a bit down because I want to see it getting reflected at the bottom of this sprite of the game of the player. Sorry. So bottom of the player is going to come. If I'll put the 50, that will do. Right? Okay. Now, how will I bring it on my display window? Very simple. We can simply copy this code and we can put it over here like this. And let's change this one to game message. I would like to change this one to game message. Now, if I will run the code, see this message over here. See, press space to run. Okay, now if you want to shift it a bit down, we can come up and let's see this value to somewhere around 370. I think that will do. Okay, so it's looking perfectly fine now. See, we have this player, we have this game on the top of this player, and we have this space to run. The bottom side of this. Right now, if I will hit the spacebar key, I'm able to play the game, and the moment it comes on this screen, again able to see the text as well as the player. Now, I don't want that to happen like this. I would like that if the player has started the game and if it's playing the game at any point of time, if it go back on the blue screen, right? So here, instead of this press space to run, I would like to see the score which the player has scored. Okay, so what we can do, it's a very simple code that we can use and get this kind of output. We can come up over here. So that's the function which is helping us in calculating this code and getting it reflected on the display. And it is coming, it is getting saved in this current underscore time main variable. So here we can come down and we can simply return us the value of current underscore time. That's the first thing that we can ask this function to do. Now the next thing that we can do here is we can define a separate variable. So I am using this score and I have initialized it with this value z. Okay, now just come down in this while control statement and here we use this. So we have used this sky surface. That sky surface? So that's where we are calling this display store function. Right? Instead of calling it like this, we can put it. We can assign the value of this display store to this store variable. Fine, and then what we can do, we can come down and we can define a. Yeah. So here, what we can do, that's the point where we're calling the message. Right? Just above it, we can put this 4 underscore message. That's a separate, what we call it, that's a separate variable which I am defining here. Okay, when you see the entire code, you will be able to understand it more clearly. Definitely. So 4 underscore message we can use, and then we can simply put here test dot test underscore one. Okay, and then we can render it. Render, and I would like value first. That's how we can do it. See, we can pass parameter and start trying to pass the color value. One, fine. So that's what we are going to see. That's what is going to get stored in this store message named variable. It's time for us to now define the rectangle for this store message. See what we are doing right now. Earlier we were defining the variable as well as the rectangle variable before this while control statement. That's the main loop. While loop, right? Before this while loop, we were defining the variable as well as the rectangle variable. Now what we are doing here is we are defining it inside the while control while loop. So that's the only difference, but the output is going to be the same. Store underscore message. That's the second variable I have defined here, and that is going to serve for us. That is going to help us in creating a rectangle for this store store message, and then we can here and let's now pass the values coordinates where we would like to see this getting reflected. So I am copying this whole thing because that's where the this message is getting reflected right now. In place of that, I would like to see this fourth part now. That's how we can get it. Okay. And after this, we can define a condition over here. Because if the game is the user is playing the game for the first time, then the score should not be visible to him. Score would be zero obviously. Says we have played the game and the game ended at some point of time. So at that time, the score should be visible to him. So we can do we can after this screen dot split game message. Here we have defined the score for this game name, right? Put this equal to zero. If this is true, then what should happen? Like this should happen. Like my game, like the interpreter to print for me the message which I have saved in the game message. Should happen screen dot split. It simply pass score message and score message, right? Yes, I am. Let me now run the game and show you the out. We are getting this press space to run, and now if I will hit the space bar key, I'm able to play the game. At present, my score is 30, 46. See, the score 64. So now that press press the run button, press space to run has been replaced by this text your score. That's how with the help of simple if control statement you can finish. I hope it is clear to all of you. Right. Last part of this game we'll be shooting tomorrow. Please be there with me in this tomorrow's lecture, which I will be taking on my YouTube channel in content, as well as on this channel in Geeks School sharp at 5:30. Right. In case you have any queries related to anything, whatever till now game development in Python. You can put your queries in the comment section before leaving the meeting. Definitely check the comment box and give the answer to your queries. I hope you guys are enjoying these coding classes. While we are shooting these coding classes, it's because of you guys. We have received a lot of requests from the people they saying that you guys want to learn. Ashutosh Kumar Mal, there is some issue with the screen voice. Looks perfectly fine, I think. Any other thing you would like to know? Chandan Yadav software. So in which file you're doing this? I am doing it in Sublime Text here. I'm using this Sublime Text software, and I have defined all the coding things in uh, this file. And what I have done is I've saved this file with this name runner.py in the very same folder in which all my Python files are running it. That's the reason I am not getting any error. That's the only reason why I don't get any error. It's because save all my files in the very same folder in which I have all my Python libraries and the scripts. Anything else I can help you guys with? I think that's which I am able to see right now. So I hope to see you soon in the next class. Thank you very much for joining me at this time in this tutorial. Please do check out the previous ones also in which I've explained all these coding here in this runner.py file. Right? In case you come across any issue while coding these things, please put your queries in the comment section. Please share your queries with me. Just put them in the comment section and I will be checking the comments. In case whenever I get time to answer the queries, thank you very much, all of you, and please don't forget to like and share the video in your group so